I converted this old fire damaged tractor to electric. In this video, I'm going to explain how I did that. I'm going to show some build footage, and I'm also going to show the tractor actually working and cutting grass. So let's get into this video. Unfortunately, there was a fire. It burned up the electrical, the gas tank, the belts, and there was quite a bit of damage. The tractor was sitting around, and I figured this would be the perfect EV conversion. So I did a little searching on EV conversions, but there really wasn't many that interested me because they were all using large, very expensive motors to drive them and to run the mowers. And so I figured there's got to be a better way to do this. I thought it was going to be a big project, but it turned out that this was actually a really easy project. I'm using very inexpensive, like easy to find parts on this tractor. Let me show you what I've done on this. As you can see, of course, I added an electric motor to the deck. Now, I actually had two of these motors. So this motor here was out of a free find rechargeable lawnmower. Now, that motor is 24 volts. Of course, when I found the mower, the batteries were completely dead. They tossed the mower, of course, because the lead acid batteries inside went bad. All right, so we have the motor here, 24 volts. And it looks in good shape. Just mounting the motor to the deck, very easy. It's almost like the motor is designed for this deck. It fits absolutely perfect into the hole. I had to borrow this fan off another motor. This blade here is the original to the tractor, and this one's off the mower, so it's actually even larger than the blade that was originally on this deck. The blades are going to have to be identical. I'll just lop a chunk off of the blade. It's just going to reduce its size. It's got to be the same size. They're going to hit each other. We can't have that. So I actually found two of these mowers, and unfortunately on my build here, I could only use one of them because I just misplaced one of the motors. So I've done something special on the other side. I don't think this has been done before, so let's take a look. On this side of the mower, I'm using a belt drive 500 watt motor. So this one here is actually a 500 watt DC motor. So I've just attached it to the deck and I'm running a belt to the pulley. I came up with this idea because I figured, so on that side of the deck, the mower bearing, it was worn out, but this one was still good. And I only had the one motor. So instead of buying a motor, I just used one of these 500 watt motors I had sitting around that I bought years ago. I actually got these motors at a decent price, so I got a couple of them for my e-bikes and whatever. At first, I wasn't sure if this motor was going to be powerful enough. I searched around and there really wasn't any information. Most sites were saying you need 1,000 watts plus, but of course I didn't give up and I figured I'll test it out anyway. It seems to work perfect on this. Yes, if you try to go through really, really long grass, it's going to bog down, but surprisingly, this motor does work. And I've just attached it to the deck, just using these random pieces of hardwood and some random stuff that was actually curb fine materials and free wood that was given to me. So let's take a look under the hood here at how this works. Okay, so I have the two large 80 amp hour lead acid batteries in the front. Now I'm using these batteries because they're actually good for weight. A little bit of weight on the front of the tractor doesn't really matter. Lead acid batteries are actually not bad on a tractor. They're pretty heavy, of course, but they do work really well to power the mower blades. So now the special thing about this is the drive motor. Where is the drive motor? If the batteries are here, then where's the drive motor? Most EV conversions, they put a big 5 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt motor right here. And unfortunately, those motors are very expensive. I've done something different. It's right down in here. It's a 48 volt, 1800 watt motor. That is just for driving the wheels, of course. Okay, so installing the motor. I wasn't sure exactly how to do this. I was thinking of putting the motor underneath like this, but the problem is, of course, the mower would be there. But if the motor's here, then I can only get one battery here, and that's about it. So I'm gonna mount the motor just behind the steering shaft. There's a little bit of room in here. The belt comes up through here. Pulley's designed for brushed motors, but of course it'll work with this one too. Usually they use chain drive, but with this application, I want to use belt drive. So it went from this one, the double D shaft. The motor's hooked up. I had to change the rotation. Changing the rotation is easy. Just have to switch a few wires. So on the three-phase wires, yellow stays yellow, and then the green goes to blue and blue goes to green. And then with the Hall effect sensors, yellow and the blue wire needs to be switched. It's ready to go now. This is going to be its first test run. Pop it into third. This is 3. Okay, so it works better than I thought it would. So I have the one mower motor hooked up, the relay's in there, and all I have to do is it's just in the test phase. All I gotta do is hit the switch. So I've put the 22 amp hour batteries in the back. They all fit in there really snug. So these batteries here drive the drive motor, and then the batteries in the front drive the mower blades, because that's going to consume the most current. All right, so enough talk about how it was built. Let's get on the tractor and start cutting some grass. The transaxle in this tractor is just manual. I just put this in gear now, like third, that's third. And then I just hit the belt. Needs a new belt. This thing works better than I actually thought it would, because it'll cut through field grass. This isn't like residential lawn. This is real grass. Surprisingly, it can do that. Okay, so the electrical looks complicated, but it's actually very simple. I'm using the 24 volt relays here from the lawnmowers. So these are 100 amp relays. A large knife switch or a heavy duty switch might work. And then this is just a household breaker. Bus bar off a stove. For the motor controllers down there. 12 volt computer fan on top of the motor here. These are just little toggle switches. These batteries are just in series. And they just run to the breaker. For my headlights, I just use some 3-watt chips. Turn on the lights. The buck converter comes on. The LED color seems good. They seem to match the original filament bulb, so that's what I wanted. That was the look I was going for. Got to be really careful getting off the tractor, of course, because the blades are still spinning. It's best to wait till the blades stop spinning. I quickly sharpened the blades, but I think they need a little more sharpening. But other than that, it cuts no problem. As you can see, I'm happy with it. I'm not going to use it for really, really tall grass or anything like that. I think it's a good little machine to do the front, the yard, tight to get in spaces. But for the big stuff, I just use the large tractor. A breakdown of the cost of this, it actually was fairly reasonable. I know a lot of these conversions can be very expensive. So not only is this going to be used as an electric lawn tractor, but it's also going to be used as a power station. So I made a lot of homemade solar panels, so this is going to be also charged with the solar. Charging this tractor doesn't cost much. I'm going to upgrade eventually in lithium iron phosphate. This is not a residential area. Going over a bush. So now I can just quickly switch off when I don't want the mowers on. So there is an advantage. It's way easier than lifting up and down the levers. I could cut through that and go over a little tree that was sprouting up. So this thing works fairly well.